seem like the Senate president is really in a terrible mess himself, and the Speaker of the National House of Assembly, that's the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, and Ahmad Lawan of the Senate. It seems they are really in a terrible mess because right now Nigerians have taken to the streets with placards and all of that, and also marched straight to the House of Rep and also to the Senate, saying that Ahmad Lawan and Femi Gbajabiamila must go, that they are the worst of all of Speaker and Senate leader amongst all that Nigeria has ever had. Anyway, today it was really a funny or a hectic day because there were a lot of protests. Though it was a peaceful protest, tagged Occupy National Assembly today. That is, people are really tired of a lot of things happening in the country. Like I said earlier, that it is the work of the National Assembly to ensure that President Buhari resigns if he's not fit enough to handle the office to which he occupies, especially with his health status, and also he seemed overwhelmed with the current situation, especially the insecurity in the country today. So definitely he's really obviously not fit to still preside over the country. Well, we just hope that the protest today did not cause much harm to people, because you know how they can actually pay thugs to invade there and begin to, do as they wish. But unfortunately, I just hope that that is not the case. But right here, let us find out more about what happened today at the National Assembly. Yes. So, guys, without further ado, don't forget this is Saffron Media. Don't forget to like, share, and also ensure you help us like our videos and share our videos, and also don't forget to subscribe. If you've never subscribed, please do so, because we'd like to have you here as part of our own. All right, guys, without further ado, let us dive right into the details of this report, as it says that members of the civil society organization on Wednesday staged a peaceful protest tagged Occupy National Assembly today at the National Assembly, Abuja, to demand for immediate passage of Electoral Act 2010 Amendment Bill. The group also accused the President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, and Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, of working in cohorts with some people to frustrate the passage of the bill into law. The placards carrying protesters under the auspices of Alliance of Civil Society Organizations for Expansion of Electoral and Democratic Space, ACES, said Nigerians were concerned that the leadership of the National Assembly had failed to meet the two deadlines, December 20, 2020 and March 2021, set for the passage of the bill. The protesters defied the heavy presence of armed policemen drafted to the main gate of the complex and vowed to sustain the occupation of the building until their demands were met. Speaking on behalf of the coalition, Ariyodare Atoye said it had come to the knowledge of the group that the Joint Committee of the National Assembly had completed the technical process on the bill and that it was ready for third and final reading, but the leadership of the chambers were obstructing its transmission to the plenary for consideration. Atoye said the leadership of the two houses of the National Assembly must demonstrate that they are not part of an emerging conspiracy within the current ruling political elite to scuttle the conduct of the 2023 elections. They must immediately ensure passage of the Electoral Act 2021 on or before June 9, 2021, when the ninth legislative session shall clock 2 years, to show Nigerians that they are patriotic and committed to free, fair, credible elections. We also want this act in place to guide the conduct of the Anambra governorship election scheduled for the 6th of November 2021. The group called on the lawmakers to expedite action and pass the bill in the interest of Nigerians. and to enable the electoral body and other stakeholders adjust to the new realities of conduct of polls ahead of 2023 general elections. The protesters said the continued delay and lukewarm attitude of the lawmakers towards the bill may force them to take further measures to drive home their demands should there be no positive response to their demands. Things are getting really interesting. Remember that today also the Senate said they won't be having any plenary session for about some time. Well, why are they taking that action? I don't know. Perhaps it could be the letter that was written that, that there'll be an attack at the Senate or House of Representatives. A lot of them said they would not have any need to gather, that they can continue to have virtual meetings instead of them sitting down to have a plenary session. Well, I don't know why, but of course, there's a lot that they have to do in the Senate and the House of Rep. So they really need to sit down to pass some bill, to amend some, and so much more to do. So they shouldn't think about going away too easily, because there's a lot of work. Good to know that, especially that of Ahmad Lawan, is just so into this party thing. He forgets that he's the Senate president and is not supposed to take sides with anybody. Yes, it is their responsibility to ensure that the country, any form of amendments in the constitution, it is their responsibility and not that of even the president, especially the National Assembly. It is their responsibility, but they've left all of this to the president, that he makes the rules and makes all the order. And even if he has to do that, he will still have to go through, the National Assembly for them to agree with him or not. But, they are not even doing their jobs. They are just there watching, looking at how things would unfold and all of that. It is their responsibilities to ensure that Nigerians are safe. And if the president is not doing by the oath of office that is swore to protect the lives and properties of Nigerians, then it is the responsibility of the National Assembly and the Senate to ensure, or to even force the president to, go by the oath that is swore to protect Nigerians. But when they have seen money, they forget why they are there, because it is the responsibility of the NAS to really do that. But, well, I just hope that more people would understand that NAS is really sleeping, and this group that has come to call them out, they've not done badly, and I believe other Nigerians should also join them and understand that it is the responsibility of the National Assembly to correct some of the anomalies that we're facing in Nigeria, especially that of herdsmen. Even if the president is not saying anything, it is their responsibility to push their luck and ensure that herdsmen are actually declared terrorists in the country, because they've done worse than any terrorist group can do. So, my dear friends, that is it. Thank you so much for listening. Whatever you have to say, please drop it in the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.